Welcome to Josefinas Health Wellness Video Podcast, a space to ignite your day through positive conversations. We bring people that have created excellence in their life, sharing high vibration in their reawakening path.
Hi guys, so here I am on the supermarket in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and basically we're just walking on the aisles and I want to talk to you about something very important how to keep ourselves nice and young. Why? Because we have today one amazing guest that I admire and I love and I get so much inspiration from her. She is Dr. Josefina Monasterio. She is an amazing lady. She's actually from Venezuela like me. And I've been following her for a long time. She's a bodybuilder. She's an amazing lady that at her 72 years young age, she has done amazing in her community and also in her own life by showing the discipline and the dedication, and all what she has achieved so far is beyond any limitations of anybody. She has written 3 books and she has participated in over 10 years of bodybuilding competitions. She has done many shows where she exposed what she has done. I really love her. So here as I'm walking in this supermarket, I wanted to just talk to you a bit of what can help us to keep ourselves young. So basically, for me, one thing that keeps me young is sleep. Sleep is so important. So you gotta sleep properly. You gotta try to sleep as early as possible when the sun sets. Basically, no later than 10. And you get up with the sun rises. No, basically it depends on what time you are. So maybe around 5, maybe about 6 in the morning. And this is something that Dr. Josefina Monasterio is gonna tell us in the episode where she wakes up every single morning. She walks to the beach and she gets to see the sunrise. In this process, she gets a ritual where she repeats and repeats every day, and she can show us that this ritual is part of her fountain of joy. So take a look at this episode and also follow me through all the social media as Josefinas, josefinas.com. This is my website. This is the platform where I expose all these beautiful, amazing inspirations that keep us pushing to the next level. So let's take a look at the video. Okay, great. So, Josefina Monasterio, this is so exciting to get to see you over here. I am in Toronto, and I am a trainer, and I'm a personal trainer. I'm a health coach and a nutritionist, and I work with health and also with yoga. So I'm very spiritual as well. So I wanted to just bring somebody that is such a big influencer in the world. I was so excited when I actually get to see your story because you're also from Venezuela and you're also a teacher like me. So we have many things in common. Your story inspires many people in the world, especially those people that in older ages. I'm not going to say like old people, but like older people. They think, or adults, they think that they are too old to get fit, and you just show every day that just takes actions to get where you want to go. Tell us about you. Tell us about where you're from, like how was your trajectory to be where you are now?
Okay, so I'm from Venezuela originally. I came here in 1974, and I came here to go to school.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I liked it so much that I stayed. I graduated from Boston University. Well, first I graduated from Venezuela for 2 degrees, one in elementary education, and the other one as a teacher, as a high school teacher. And then I came here I always had dreams, and I never saw myself like getting a job as a teacher in high school. I have more ambitions than that. So for some reason, I just felt like I just don't want to do that. When I graduated in Venezuela, everybody had a job because the government will, the Pedagógico is an institution that you graduate and you guarantee a job. So everybody has location that they were assigned to go after graduation, except for me.
Yeah.
Because they will ask me, where are you going to work? And I said, no, I'm going to the United States. And they will laugh because they knew I was, poor, financially poor. And but you don't have money, you don't know anybody in the United States, you don't speak the language. So it was all these negative things. And then at that moment in my life, I learned that never share your goals with anybody who hasn't been there, done that. I learned, and that's one of the things that I wrote in my book, especially in my first book, about goal setting, because I went through that myself. I will tell them, and they will laugh at me and tell me the reason why I wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
So I stayed faithful to my thing. I started, and this is another thing. In that process in my life, I learned about imagination. I learned about affirmation. I learned about visualization, and I was doing it naturally because it was the only way for me to cultivate my dreams. I felt like an island alone in an ocean of ignorance, because basically I felt like, I want my dreams, and this kind of thinking. But the beautiful part is, and I wrote about in my books, is about I started visualizing myself. I started imagining myself. I started dreaming about my things, and I was happy. And this is the reason, one of the reasons you get excited in life, because when you have your goals and you have your dream and you continue pursuing new adventures, like the riding adventure, the bodybuilding adventure. So it was amazing, because what happened is, and then also I was developing that strength of the spirit, because you will do those things that you feel in your heart, you feel it not only in your mind but in your heart, and you will follow through, and then it will give you guidance to say, talk to the Minister of Education, talk to this person, and that's what I did, Joe. To the Minister of Education, well, one thing, I'm so excited about this stuff. Yeah. I would lie down in the grass right after my training. It was like about 5:30 in the afternoon. Yes. I would lie down in the grass in a place in Venezuela, in Los Teques, called La Rosaleda, which used to be a golf course. I don't know if it still is. But anyway, I would lie down there in the grass, and I close my eyes, and I will dream. I will see myself getting a scholarship. I will see myself in the United States or in Germany, because I was debating whether the United States or Germany.
Yeah.
I would imagine. What happened? The emotion. It made me so happy that I forgot that I didn't have this and I didn't have that or whatever.
Yeah. So you are very present in the moment. That really goes into it. It's definitely about feeling the moment.
Yeah.
So in this about feeling the moment, tell us about how you start the day, feeling the day. Tell us a little bit of your morning ritual.
Absolutely, because how you start your day is going to determine your success or failure in life. And this is the thing in life. You're not talking about one day. You're talking about your life.
Yeah.
So if you start every single day with a ritual that, in my case, is about prayer, meditation.
Hi guys, and one more secret to stay very young, especially for women that after 30 we decrease the level of collagen in our body. So we are able to add a little bit of collagen by having beef bone broth. Beef bone broth is high in glucosamine and clonidine, and also is high on a gelatin. This gelatin is full of nutrients for our joints and for our bones and for our muscles. So this is a great way to get our body nice and young and our skin nice and soft. So let's try collagen. Collagen could be natural from the beef bone broth, or it could be added as a powder. So this can be all found on the internet. I'm not giving you any brand name. I'm just giving you the choice to go and find the one that suits the best for you and for your choices. So thank you so much, and let's just keep looking at this beautiful interview with Dr. Josefina Monasterio. So I heard you get up at 3 in the morning.
Yes, I get up at 3 in the morning. I'm up. And then from 3 to 4:30 is my spiritual work. It's where I read the Bible, I pray, I meditate, I reflect. If I need to memorize a scripture, I memorize my scripture. And that takes me from 3 to 4:30. 4:30, I'm out. And then I go out and I walk 3 miles. And that, because it's at 4:30 in the morning, it's dark. Yes. But the beautiful thing is the darkness of the morning, the stars, the moon when the moon is out, the birds singing, the essence, the smell of the flower, the smell of the new day, the sensation of new birth. It's just People wonder, why do you do that at 4:30 in the morning? They have no clue.
Because they haven't seen it. They haven't
what's
seen
standing there.
Yeah.
I mean, it really fills your spirit. And then when I do that, I'm talking to God. That's when I talk to God about Venezuela. When I talk to God about my frustration with my career, my frustration with whatever.
Yeah.
And God and I, we have this exchange.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, you won.
Yeah, of course.
And then what happened after that, I finished the 6 miles, and I have a space here on the beach. I live across the street from the beach, and I do yoga for about 20 minutes to half an hour, my yoga. I went to India. I went to the World Yoga Society in Calcutta, and I studied yoga there. So amazing. Yoga is another passion of mine because it was a transition from gymnastics to yoga. It's just like your flexibility and your stretch, and gymnastics is gymnastics, but it's almost the same thing with the yoga. So it was a beautiful transition for me. And that's amazing because everything in your life, everything you do is really preparing you for the adventure ahead. We get convoluted, we get dysfunctional, and we don't get it. People ask me, how do I find my purpose? You find your purpose by doing what you need to do every single day. It doesn't matter how insignificant it is, because from the insignificant is where it comes the greatness.
Right. So in this process of awakening that you've been discovering so much about yourself, could you take us on every decade of your life from the 10 to the 70 and give us a word that describes that decade? Can you? I ask you. 10 years. 10 years.
From when to where?
10 years chunks, and I will ask you every 10 years, and you just tell me one word that will describe the whole decade. So I will start with 10 years.
Development.
20 years.
Excitement.
30 years.
Family.
40 years.
Blossoming.
Beautiful. 50 years.
Flaming.
Whoa. 60 years.
Serene.
Beautiful. And now, in the beginning of the 70 years, I have the word. Wisdom. Writing. Wisdom. Right?
Yes.
It's from wisdom that it comes all this writing. Tell us about your books. You have 3 books. Tell us about which one you start and how did you actually get to a second book, and how was the support when you started with the writing career?
Oh, the acceptance and the support from people has been amazing. To be honest with you, I never thought that anybody was going to read my books. You write a book and you put it out there. Okay, you keep your book. I wrote a book.
Yeah.
But the success of the book has been amazing, especially when I did the first book, Vibrant at Any Age. The first one is sold out, so I only have the latest one is Vibrant Relationships for Healthy and Powerful Living. So it was a beautiful process, finally putting everything together, my story, and then the acceptance from the public and telling me how the books changed them, how some people say that's their Bible. Can you believe that?
For sure. There is a lot of women that they will have that book in their bed for sure to read it every night, because you know how it is. Sometimes they want it, but they don't have the consistency. So I always tell the people say, how do you look like this by 33? I'm 33.
Yeah.
And I tell them, why do you have wrinkles? I mean, like, well, first, what I'm eating, what I'm feeling, but it's also consistency. This is something that is being over 12 years, day and night. In the good ones and in the bad ones, I'm still believing that it's going to continue, right? So if I just stop, then forget that. What about the muscle idea with the woman? Like, do you think that actually keeping yourself with muscle will affect your body in somehow? And,
totally. Women need to liberate themselves from the fear that developing muscle, they're going to look like a man. You can never I cannot look like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or look like a man if I don't take steroids, period.
That clear, yeah, it's that clear.
Exactly. So, but you need to go to the gym. You need to start lifting heavy. You do 5 pounds, then you do 8. Then you start, but you need to keep increasing because you want your strength. Why would you want to give up your strength? Oh, I don't have energy. Well, you don't have muscle. That your main source of energy is your muscle. Oh, my hormones. Well, part of your hormone come from your muscle. So muscles are really powerful. This is the problem, Joe. That this information about muscle and women and anybody is completely on the side that nobody is bringing that information out in the open.
But it's very important that we talk about this for women out there that are listening to the podcast, because women are now in this higher pressure ever on social media. Technology now, you are 72, I know how it is. 60 years ago, it was no media and there still were fit people out there. Now it's just a disaster in terms of what's the prototype of the woman now. So in terms of the woman out there that they think, if I go to the gym 5 times a week, I'm gonna start building too much muscle. It's totally wrong perspective. It's not gonna happen unless you take some enhancers that it may help you, and even if you take it, you may have to train really hard and keep that intensity forever, basically. So I always tell my clients, hey, when you want to train, actually stimulating the muscle will keep you young. It's like a fountain of youth as you show yourself. Like people ever can even believe that you are 72. They probably think that you're like 40 maximum, right? So
right.
for the sarcopenia, what can you tell to your clients or to the people that are like afraid of like getting muscle, knowing that sarcopenia is losing muscle? Losing muscle is equal death. So tell people about this.
Absolutely. And one of the things is that the developing and keeping your muscle tone, okay, it's so fantastic because if you don't want wrinkle, if I don't have muscle, right? If I don't have my bicep, then what happened? I don't have this bicep, right? I don't have that muscle, so I will have a bunch of skin hanging in there. Totally. So when I train, I'm growing my muscle, so I feel my skin, so my skin is nice and tight. I like it tight.
Yeah, and then it regulates all the hormones. It releases so much happy hormones, endorphins, serotonin. It regulates your insulin. It regulates your HGH, the growth hormone. So it's amazing the benefits of training. But training your mind is more important than training your body. So how do you train your mind? Do you have specific activities that you do, like to train your mind?
Absolutely, because the mind is totally undisciplined.
Yes.
And that's the reason why people start a program, whether it's an exercise program, a diet program, writing a book, or whatever activity. They do it for 2 or 3 days and they go back to square one. Yes. So one of the things that I do have a lot of videos in YouTube is about affirmation, visualization. The way you train your mind, you have to replace the old way of thinking with new thinking. And that's when the book Cybernetic was so helpful for me, because you have conscious mind, subconscious mind, creative subconscious. So in my conscious mind, it's all this junk that I'm thinking, and then I'm re-imprinted in my subconscious mind, that I'm behaving according to the way I see myself and the way I think.
Yeah.
So
what's the name of this book so people can get to read it as well?
They can find the information. They can find it in Cybernetic, or my books, Vibrant at any age. They can purchase the 3 books.
So it's kind of like neuroplasticity, where you retrain your brain and you liberate yourself of old patterns.
Absolutely, the plasticity of the brain. When I went to school, what was in biology, anatomy, and physiology? What was the teaching? That the neurons, once the neurons are dead, they're dead. Now that information is out of the window. The neuron, the brain has what is called brain plasticity. You keep training your brain, and you keep exercising, and you keep writing, and you keep learning. And that's part of my second book. My second book is Keep Learning. Because that's part of the process of keeping your brain healthy. Totally. Keep learning. Don't be lazy. So, and the neuron, they reproduce. Can you believe that? They reproduce. Sure. They're not dying. Multiply. They're dying, but we are not using them as well as the muscle.
For sure. And as I keep shopping around the supermarket and getting all my body nourished by the best I can find on my local farms, Basically, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about a program that I'm about to release. It's the 360 Body Mind Restore. So with the 360 Body Mind Restore, I'm pretty much offering you a way to restore your body from the inside out, not just by taking out all these foods that can cause inflammation in your gut and in your body, but also to detoxify from emotions and to also restart your mind with the proper way. So we're going to learn a little bit of techniques of meditation and also how to stay aligned with our purpose in life. So how do we do this? With some techniques that I show you during 30 days. So 30 days will be elongated forever. So you take the best out of it from 30 days in a community built for you through WhatsApp groups and a Facebook group where I will be helping you once a week with a webinar together. So let's get everybody there on the 360 Body Mind Restore.
Now, let's just talk a little bit of Venezuela. Tell me a little bit about your food. Like, what is your favorite food from Venezuela? Arepas.
Arepa, oh my God. I have my harina pan, and then I make, when I'm have a craving for home food, soul food, I make my little arepa. I take the like la masita, I take it out.
Gluten free.
And then I make like a little chips, and then I call it taco, arepa taco.
Oh, nice. I understand. You just take out the inside to make it less calorie, and then you just stuff it with your stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a try.
It's crunchy, and you can put anything you want. Sometimes I put sour cream, because I'm not afraid of sour cream, and I'm not afraid of whole food.
What about protein? Are you like taking a lot of protein on a daily basis, or like
a lot of protein is like about 120 grams per day, like about maybe three portion of 3 to 4 ounces of chicken, of meat, or fish. I don't usually eat too much fish because it makes me hungry. It doesn't
because
satisfy
you listen to
me.
your body, right? You have like intuition.
Yeah. The meat that works for me is red meat and chicken. I live on those.
Yeah.
And eggs. Oh my God, eggs. Eggs.
Yummy. And what about the supplements? Do you actually believe in supplements?
No, I don't believe in them. And the reason I don't, for me,
who
people want to take them, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But I did try them, like I tried the rice.
Yeah.
You name it, I tried it. The protein bloated, it makes me bloated, and my stomach hurts for like a half a day. I go like this, my stomach. So any pills, any pre-workout, any muscle growing thing, I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay with my eggs, and I never took vitamin pills. I don't take supplements. The only time I took them to try them, like everybody else, like I did with rice, doesn't work for me, and for me it's a waste of money. It really, I didn't see any benefit from it. I get more benefit from having my 2 shots of espresso coffee with a little bit of coffee. And this is what I'm having, iced coffee.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is the coffee leftover from this morning. I put a little bit, half and half, little bit of sugar. I use regular sugar. I'm not afraid of my sugar.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And here I am.
Of course. Well, you show a lot of balance, and because you have so much intuition to your body, then the food doesn't become any guilt. You just do it with love, and then as the way as you receive it, is you receive it with so much opening of nourishing yourself. I think this relationship definitely it changes the whole dynamic of us eating food in terms of like those people that are healthy, they believe that, oh, you gotta do this or that. It seems like we all have to develop the intuition, what you have done, which is amazing. We really love what you show us on the social media. Definitely, that is so hard over there because the social media is always into the best prototype, but you always show us the reality, showing us the sun in the morning, showing us you going to the gym and just wishing everybody the best attitude to go to the gym, exercising, putting your face in what you exercise, like really like grinding. So we all love your work in the gym and also in the community. In the community in Florida, where can we find you? We found you in what part?
In Vero Beach, Florida. Vero Beach, which is about 2 hours north of Miami. 1 hour north of West Palm Beach.
Oh, West Palm Beach. Okay.
That's
great. So
it is great.
For Venezuela, I have the awesome little hat of Venezuela, just to remind everybody that my country, as many countries in the world, are passing through a hard time. And we are supporting our communities in our way, from actions to financial support. I am personally supporting a beautiful foundation that is actually created in Florida. It's called Banda Azul. It's a beautiful foundation that supports 1,500 kids from Venezuela and also supports the retirement places and some hospitals. So for this beautiful foundation, I wanted to just share with everybody out there, Venezuelans and no Venezuelans, to be able to contribute with us. For those people that are in Venezuela, there is a lot of volunteering hours that we all need to support. And there is also financial support for the people that are outside of Venezuela. They are able to give us even $1 will fit 1 month for the kids, for one kid. Believe me, like the situation is to that point. So tell us about your position now, being Venezuelan. Venezuela has given you life, has given you the body that you have cultivated, and being like and being the treasure of what you are now. Now, how do you feel what's happening in our country, in Venezuela? Like, what's your position, and like, if you have any projects related to this?
I think that the situation in Venezuela is pathetic. I think that it's a shame that an amazing, beautiful, rich country has gone that way. It's very sad. It's depressing. It's very sad. So because it's all those emotions, I used to get upset about it and sad about it and fight with God about it. I argue with God. I'm still arguing about it. But then I made peace.
Yeah.
I decided, you know what? Charity starts at home. Take care of your mom. Take care of your brother.
Yes.
Take care of your family there. And because I support them financially, then they are able to eat like a decent food, decent meal. They don't have to do a line for 3, 4 hours, 6 hours to buy a piece of bread if they can find the bread. So I feel happy and content with that, because I always believe that when I came to this country, there was something that blew me away. I live here in Florida. I moved from Massachusetts. And when I moved to Florida, there is work in a community college. Now it's a state college here in this area. And going going to the university, I always have to drive by this area that was so run down and so depressing. And I looked at it, because I'm coming from Massachusetts, and I was in the area of Harvard University, MIT, Northeastern University, all these beautiful places. And I come here and I look this depressing area, Avenue 4, Avenue D, in this area.
Yes.
It shook me, because a rich country like the United States, how can you have these poor people? How can you have people living in this condition? How do you have people not going to school? So, and that's what I learned. Charity starts at home. You can be the richest country in the world, but if you take care of your people, there is a problem there.
Yeah.
So with that analogy, I provide my home first, my family first. If I'm gonna preach and I'm gonna be good, I'm gonna be good to my family first, so I can project that into the community. And I really believe that you have to have honesty and integrity within your own house. Because it doesn't do any good that I'm helping the world. Oh, I'm changing the world. Look at your family. Look at your house. Look, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Start at home. Like me. Oh, I'm changed this. Go to the gym. And you can look at me and say, well, she should go to the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you teach by, like Mahatma Gandhi said, I am my message.
Yes, yeah. You definitely talk the walk.
Absolutely. You have to practice what you preach. You have to walk the talk. I just can't.
I said it backwards. You see, Venezuelans, said it backwards, but you said it right. You walk the talk. Yeah, I said the talk, the walk.
Yeah.
So, one more thing related now to the competitions, because I think this is a big community that probably will be so excited to know where are you going to be this year, because you've been competing since 2005. and you're still competing. So this is going to be your number 4 this year.
Yes, that will be number 4 this year. Yeah,
So where is going to be again?
Yeah.
Where?
It's going to be in West Palm Beach at the Palm Beach Convention Center.
Okay, yeah.
In West Palm Beach, yes.
What day?
The day will be November 10th.
November 10th. You actually in prep.
Yes, and it's going to be, the show is called Amanda Marinelli.
Okay,
Gold
amazing.
Cup.
Yeah, amazing,
Gold
amazing.
Cup.
That's great. So for finishing this conversation today, because I know you actually did one before in Spanish, because I wanted the people to hear your voice in Spanish. I could do the translation, but I think that having the flavor of both of us speaking Spanish is something unique, and having that energy, people can see how we talk a little bit with more energy in Spanish. Latin, we have so much fire on our bodies.
Yes.
So if tomorrow you have to hang your sneakers, which is a path in our life of living this physical body, getting into another type of form of energy that we don't know what's going to happen in the next life, but it's important what we're doing now. What would you be the legacy that you're giving to the world?
She was a faithful servant.
Yeah, that's totally who you are. Definitely are showing dedication, discipline, and faith, and also inspiring us daily. We love you. How can we find you on social media?
Instagram at Dr. Josefina Monasterio. Please, Instagram. I love Instagram.
Okay, Josefina Monasterio on Instagram.
Yeah, at Dr. Josefina Monasterio. And in Facebook, Josefina Monasterio. And in YouTube, Josefina Monasterio. So I go by my name.
Yes, we are so proud of you as Venezuelan. I feel extremely proud of people like Venezuelan like you, that shows that no matter where you're coming from, you are always able to reach your maximum potential, which I think you still have so much to give us. Thank you so much for giving us so much wisdom, so much passion, and so much inspiration, daily inspiration that we just can show it to us. But we keep sending you emails, and I know this is going to keep you giving fire to that amazing woman that has this amazing body. Thank you so much, and for giving us the time. We love you, and I'm more than excited to get to Florida, or when you come here, to meet you in person.
Perfect.
Okay, well, bye, and have a beautiful day. Wow. Bye, love.
Bye.
We invite you to subscribe to this channel and share with your community. Please leave comments below, and if you like the episode, click the like button. Have a beautiful day.